Hello and welcome back to Factorio Atlantis. Last time we put together the productivity module build, this little cassette here. Just to recap, it needs... Get rid of the flashing, sorry. There we are. And this is copper. Doesn't matter which side these are on. But anyway, right, so to recap, and I've got a flashing light problem. Right. Just when you think you got these things fixed. And another one there. There. Good. This is our smelting. It's slightly odd in that we are taking in a mixed line of iron and copper. We are smelting the copper with these two smelters and all of these smelters. We're doing a little lane flip here to move the output of these where it's needed. Then this outputs iron plate to the far side of the belt. That feeds the green circuits. The copper feeds these three coil machines. Then the green circuits on this belt feed the red circuit machine with enough left over to feed the productivity modules. The coil and plastic go on this side. This is a coal belt and this is the petroleum for the plastic. So 5 of these stamps, and in fact I am going to put down 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just so that we have all the parts made. Okay, there's obviously more work needs doing with this to actually fit it into a grid, but that's not top of our list. Top of our list today is we need to make 4 toasters. All right, so the electric furnace machines each require a full stack of red circuits. 1 red circuit stack requires a full green. So far so good. Now, we basically have choices here. We could either build 4 individual modules or 2 pairs of modules. And I'm not sure which way to go. This stack of 4 needs an entire coil machine to keep it going. So let's start playing around with this. So I'm going to copy that. We are going to wander over to a third area and start building. I'm glad I put down all of this floor. You will have also noticed that all the building I've been doing so far runs south to north. Clearly, when this is actually laid out in a composite, some things were going north to south, some south to north, some east to west, and so on and so forth. Right, what does this need? This needs steel, bricks, and red circuits. So, there's going to be some smelting involved. Right. So this is coils. Then we also need a plastic machine, and I'm going to put that down here. Plastic. Okay. So we have not enough coils because I haven't put down the 1.5 machines for the green circuit. We are over on plastic. So since I want this to be self-contained, we will fix the overproduction with a productivity module. Now we're under for plastic. Didn't see that coming. Yeah, just over. Brilliant. So this requires 2 coil machines to keep it going. And we also need bricks and stone. And I'm wondering if we do that above, or if we make the whole thing a bit more rectangular. Right, let's at least wire this out. So the other option, instead of having it 6 deep, would be to have it 3 deep and wide. So we could do something like that. So then all this utility building. Let's have a play with this idea. Okay. All right. The difficulty with this design is that so we'd have to output coil to this belt. Then we'd be looking at this belt being, for example, plastic and green circuit. So that's this green circuit machine fed. I've got a feeling yeah, that's slightly over on coil, so that's fine. Then I really want this to bring the coal in below the build. Something like this. So coal into there, iron into there. Then we have an issue of feeding copper into these. Okay, so copper, copper, copper. This could be coal, so this could be a split copper iron line, a bit like before. Okay, then let's move that out of the way. So this plastic machine I've got a feeling this is going to be on the wrong side of the belt. So let's force it like that. It's not beautiful, but it does all fit within a silhouette. All right. So that puts out to there. Then is that what we want? So in there, and I would want to bring in there like that. Then we will need bring in here. Is that right? And then that will correspond to these short ones. Like that. Then we need to output okay, this isn't quite right, is it? Oh, that's better. Okay, so that's the output square. That's the output square. That's the output square. Cool. So this is a little compact red circuit machine builder. So this is coal. Let's mark it up. With coal. This is copper and iron. All right, how does this whole thing power up? Oh, quite beautifully, actually. All right. Let's take the whole of this out. There we are. That's all powered up. Get rid of the flashes. Great. So that's part one of this problem. It's dealer's choice whether the petroleum comes from below or from sideways. I would probably do it sideways. And we may well swizzle some of these around a bit. All right, so the smelting for this. This is for 6 machines. Previously we did smelting for 4. So let's work out what we would need. So this is 216 copper plate. $37.5. Not sure where that calculator went. Okay, so that's 6. And whoops, with prop mods, what's that? $28.3. Okay, so that's 8. 8 is a nice number. Okay. Then how many do we need? How many do we need for iron? It's going to be something like 4, isn't it? 90. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4 iron smelters. Take those back to there. Okay, so that's 8. Let's just double check. So over here, we... hang on. We are running one green circuit machine. Far, far faster than full speed. Okay, we have an extra half of a coil machine here. Let's... That's better. Alright. So this needs 189 copper. Glad I checked. Alright. Well, that didn't work very well. It ate all my ore. Okay, so I'm 1.3 smelters up, so I don't need these bottom 2 smelters. Let's just double check that. Yeah. Okay, that's better. Okay, let's take the whole of that out. Okay, that's better. So that build is fixed. So that was 2, 4, 6, 7 smelters. Four iron. So let's put the 4 iron in. Check that's correct. It should be. Yep. Right, then so either 7 or 8 copper smelters. That's it. Brilliant. So let's copy this, because this is essentially what we want. All right, zoom in. I built this one square too wide, did I? Yeah, I did. Okay. So what are we missing here? Okay, so this needs to have an exit, and it needs to be exiting after the split. That would probably work. Except now I haven't got anywhere to take in ore for this. Okay. So this is what it would look like. But these 4 iron ones should be putting out on the far side. These should be putting out on the near side. Would that work? That gets stuck. That goes in. Okay. Thinking laterally. What if we did this? That forces it onto the wrong side of the belt. Okay. Problem I have is I need all of this material the other side. Alright, what if we output this into a splitter? I haven't got the extra tile because I would have to do that to get it on the right side of the belt. Would I? Right, and then I can't then move it back over because I've only got 3 tiles to work with. This is a bit of a humdinger. Okay, maybe we can sort this out better by swapping over which is the input and the output belt. So if I cut all of this out down to there. Whoops. Put that there. Maybe this will magically sort itself out. Okay, so that's the end of this. All right. So now we're outputting onto this belt. which then goes under to there. Okay, then 1, 2, 3, 4 irons need to put on that side. The copper all needs to be on this side, so these ones need lane swapping. Still can't see how to do it. I think I'm going to have to go away and think about this. There just isn't very much room to put in a lane swap. Is that the best I can do? Thing is, that puts it onto the side that the iron is going to be put. So I want this to go onto the far side of the belt. Okay, let's try that. So I'm aware I've gone over time. Right, let's power this up. So that's correctly put it on that side. And let's double check here. Yep, that is on the correct side. Yep. Okay, that works. So I'm calling that a good one. Yep. So just need to. We've got all of those. So that's all the inputs. That's all those outputs. Output. Whoops. Inputs from this side. Outputs to that side. Inputs. Input. Okay, then output. There, there, there. That is correct now. Good. Right, so I'm calling this half of it done. The next part we need to do is the steel and bricks. Now, this is already quite big. I'm not sure how big the steel smelter is going to be. So it may be a case of putting it side by side or putting it end on, and I'm not sure yet. So we will find that out next time. But thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.